YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Lateface. Welcome back to another video. I appreciate you for watching another video. And today this is really going to be one of my favorite cuts, and I'm excited because this is the second to last video I have from this is my old video. So I'm going to go in and pick the hair out. Then I'm going to go in with I think this is number 3. And this is Terrion. He got good hair. He usually get a taper. And instead of a taper today, we went with the drop fade. But it's gonna be like, I'm gonna drop it, but I'm gonna stretch it out. So it's gonna be like a higher drop fade. But as far as the fade and the guidelines, it's gonna be dropped. Hopefully y'all understand what I mean when I say that. Yeah, you should, especially you will by the time the video ends. But I'm gonna just go in, like I said, I'm gonna go in with this number 3, and I'm just debulk, and I'm not gonna push up into the curls too much. I'm gonna flick out once I get there. But like I said, we was taking this drop fade a little higher just because. Just to try it. It was the first time we did anything new on his head besides the taper. His mom actually measured me like not that long ago. He used to be little. He's probably big now, low key. Cause this is like a year ago. He right at that stage, like 12, 13 or something. He right at that stage where kids grow. But he had told his mom he wanted to come and drive like an hour and a half to get cut by me. Because I used to be in his town, so I was right on the road. This is crazy how kids really be paying attention to their cuts sometimes. Like, I know I was like that when I was little. But see how I set this guideline in? I'm going to set it in pretty low. Like, I'm down on the fade pretty low. I set it in, go right up above the ear, and I drop it down toward the back. Make sure that when you set the guideline in, you do them nice and clean. And then I'm coming in with my, I set it in with the soft trimmer that's not zero gap. This one is zero gap, so this is a hitter or a hard trimmer. Just to get it low. And then I come in with I'm using my Babyliss FXs. And I'm going up like a full inch. Because like I said, I kept this fade low so that I can stretch it out. So I'm going up like a full inch. And I'm going open. When I'm open the first time, when I'm setting the guideline in, I flick out, and then after I've already established the guideline, then I come in with the blade flat, and I hold my clipper flat and just go open halfway and close. That little kid in the background, T, boy, he having fun. So now I did that all the way around the head, then I went to the front of the head. I did it from the front on this side to the back, then to the back. Or from the front on the other side to the back. So right here, now like I said, I'm just gonna go open halfway and close to take this guideline out. And I like to work in sections. I like to work from the front to behind the ear, and then behind his ear to the back of his head. And then do the same thing on the other side, and then detail the back out. But you see what I'm saying? I like to work from the front, behind the ear to the back of the head. And then I'm just doing detail work. I like to do a lot of detail work as I'm already cutting, just because I'm already there. Might as well do as much as I can while I'm there until I do the lineup, and it's gonna make a couple other things stick out. But if you can do as much as you can while you're there, you might as well get it done. So I've already taken up to the other side, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, because this video is probably close to a year old, probably like 8 months old. So this is the 1.5, and I'm just gonna go up right before I left off. I must have had a 2 going on at the beginning of the video, because I would have never came in with the 1.5 right off a 3. So right when I left under with that 2, I'm coming in with this 1.5, and I'm just debulking. Just getting this so I can come in with my number 1 guard.
No brainer entertainment.
So now I'm coming in with number 1 guard open. And I'm just gonna go open right up under where I left off with that 1.5, and then I'm gonna slowly close it. When I close it, I'm gonna go halfway down the guideline. And then when I close it all the way, I'm gonna hit the bottom of the guideline. Notice how I move my clipper and I keep the shape the whole time. The shape that I set the guideline in with from the beginning is still the shape that I'm cutting in. And notice how I'm brushing a lot, because he got curly hair, and it's the first time it's been cut like this. So I'm just like brushing a lot just so I can keep the hair in the place that I need to be in. And I'm just finishing up some details like softening that up so I can come in. So it can be good to come in with that zero guard, and now I'm just doing the same thing in the back. I'm just doing detail work, softening it up, soften that bottom line. Now I'm gonna come in with the zero guard. And I'm just, with the zero guard, I'm gonna do a lot of corner work, and y'all see how I pluck it. I see a dark spot and I pluck it out. Sometimes I do lay my blade flat with the zero guard, but a lot of times I don't, and I don't necessarily always go, I mean I do sometimes, but if I go open halfway closed with the zero guard in certain areas, I'm just very careful not to push it up too high, because you can easily cut a lot more than you want to. So just the zero guard, look at it like an eraser, like from the blade open to the 9 heads out of 10, the blade open to the one closed, the line's not going to be taken out. So you can either use the tilt method and tilt your clipper, or you can put the zero guard on and detail work with the zero guard and like erase the line with the zero guard. But just with that, just make sure that you're being very careful, because you don't want to push the fade up. Just hit the bottom of it. And with the back's usually a lot more dense, just because people's hair is just a lot more thick in the back. So make sure that you can get away with a little more. You can take it up a little higher if you need to. So that's why I drop down on the back a lot too. So here I'm just gonna show y'all some detail work of what I mean, how I connect these sides together and into the back smoothly and even. So when you first set your guidelines in, just make sure that when you first set the very first ball line in, set the first ball line in and the first open guideline in, make sure that when you set the ball lines in, the guidelines that they're even on both sides of the head, and the same line on both sides of the head, as far as like how far or high up or down they are. And then when you set in the ball line, when you set in the first guideline, make sure it's the same length, it's the same width all the way around the head, and it follows the same pattern, whether big or small. And this it's up or down, both sides. So right here, I'm just gonna brush his hair down. I'm gonna comb his hair out first. And then I'm gonna come in just using a raking technique, and I'm just gonna pull I don't want to take the number 1 guard and cut his hair down too low. So I'm gonna just take this and kind of rake at it, just to like pull these hairs and cut the ones that are gonna be in his lineup.
No brainer entertainment.
So doing a lineup, I always like to start from the middle, plant in the middle, go to one side. Once I get to the side, I tap in the vertical bar, and then I do the C cup, and then I just follow the same procedure on the other side. I'm just real careful. I do my lineup slow and accurate, slow and precise. I like to hit what I like to hit, and just be careful and not push nothing back. Just keep everything natural and crispy as possible. Like I said, I tap in the vertical bar, and then I'm gonna hit a C cup. C cup, I usually set it in like at its lowest point to make it as thick as possible that you can from the top. Like, if that makes sense, I set it in as low as I can on this vertical bar, like at the bottom of the C cup, and then I go to the very bottom of the C cup when I come up to the top So at the top of the C cup, I guess. The top of the C cup, which is the bottom of the vertical bar, I set the C cup in. Then I go to the bottom of the C cup and meet it to the top. So the reason that you just see me combing sideways is I brushed it and I lined it up when it was straight. When it was brushed down first, then I brushed it to the side and line it up again, just in case if his hair does get brushed that way or combed that way, that his cut is still fresh, his lineup still fresh, and there's not any overhanging hairs. So right there, I just kind of look and see just to make sure that my C cups are going to be placed in the correct spot, which a lot of people's are going to be pretty even. You just gotta make sure that you keep it where it's at naturally and just tapping it in, and it's mostly going to be even, but sometimes it'll be longer or shorter. So just make sure that you always look and pay attention and double check. So right here, I'm gonna add some enhancements. Y'all seen his lineup was already naturally crispy. There was no need for this. This was just to enhance the cut, to make my boy feel like, you know what I'm saying? That's why he know what it was like. He really actually paid attention to his hair, so he know what the cuts was like before the enhancements and after, and that's why he wanted his mom to drop an hour and a half to come get another one. Like, ain't even talked to him for a year and a half probably. So here I'm just gonna, I put the enhancement, I applied the enhancements, and then I line them up. Then I'm gonna add some holding spray, and then usually I'll hit him with the razor, but I can't remember if I use a razor on him. I think he was like 8th grade. I usually start using a razor when kids get in high school, just so they can feel, start to feel a little more mature. It's like a graduating step. Just make sure that when you line the enhancements up, you're just hitting where the enhancements are. You're not pushing the liner back or nothing like that. Like, you're just staying out in front and just hitting the enhancements, the part that you applied, just making it super crisp. It's already super crisp. You just add another super to it. The enhance was from Enhance Chuka, the Riz Barber. So shout out to Chuka, man. Enhance. I was rocking with his fibers until I got the 245 Beam Team XL compressor. That's really all I use now. I'll add some enhancements on top of it sometimes just to give it a little more natural look if it turns out not to be looking too natural, but most time it look real natural. So man, come on y'all, look at that. Just doing a little detail work before I make this final spin, just to polish everything, get everything perfect. If I would have had to spray this hair with some water and added some oil scene or some moisturizer and just did a little sponge, this cut would have been for real perfect. But it's still busting. So YouTube, I appreciate y'all for tuning into this video. Please, if y'all think this is crispy and that fade is butter and that lineup is super clean, like, comment, and subscribe. Please leave a comment and just let me know, and leave a like. Just smash the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel, and let somebody else know about my channel, so that would either be satisfied from watching it, or that can take something from my game and apply it to theirs and get better at what they do. And I hope that you did get better at what you do and you advance in life, and appreciate y'all. May God bless.